Daryl Sampson.
And I'm Daryl Cowper.
Welcome to Access Channel 5. Tonight it's Game 2 of the AUAA Kelly Division Finals between the St. FX Axemen and the Acadia Axemen. The St. FX Axemen lead the series 1-0, and Daryl, I'd say it's do or die tonight for the Axemen.
Absolutely, Daryl. St. FX pulled out the win in Game 1 at home on Wednesday night. Winning the game 5-2 also has to be a huge boost for the Axemen's confidence. Although neither team has won against each other while on the road, certainly St. FX would like to wrap things up here tonight. Daryl?
Starting in goal tonight for the St. FX is Sean Silver, and Donovan Nunweiler starts his third straight game for the Acadia Axemen. And we get things going here as Sleds throws it deep into the zone. Petal picks it up. He fires it, but not out as Peyton keeps it in. X break back the other way, and Walsh takes it down into the corner. Walsh, he's rubbed out by Peyton. As Hogue has it now. As Laurent picked it off there, he's got it in behind the corner. Comes back to the point. St. FX just working around the outside now. Acadia finally recovers as Mercer starts to break out. He just throws it down the ice there. Server leaves it for Baudouin. There's a long pass up for Evola. Took a swipe at it, but went all the way into Axemen's zone. Now Saukin almost lost it in front there as Laurent was in for checking. And now Rao has it for Acadia. Rao cutting across the line, drop pass to St. Louis, shot. Didn't quite make it through though. The puck just came out over the line there as Fuchsia tried to keep it in, and we just get a stop. It's 18:51 to go here in the first period.
Now, a couple things that Acadia's really got to work on tonight is getting the puck to their most offensive players, like St. Louis, as he heads off to the bench there. Certainly they would like to try to get their offensive players like St. Louis and little Mike O'Leary going in this series. They've been flat so far in this series, that is.
Fieri tried to dump it in there, but hit an X-Men player. He gets a second chance at it, manages to get it in. Coming around the boards, and Massa has it for the X-Men. Tried to dump it out, but that hits Sauter, and he throws it back in. It's Kane racing after it now. Now Massa for the X-Men. He just flips it out. Peyton's all by himself back there. He lost control of it, and he falls into the net. And Daryl, a bit unfortunate there that net came off as Angioni was streaking in.
Yeah, Chris Peyton might have fell asleep there on that play. He thought the puck was still on his stick, and he was skating dangerously in front of his own net. Lucky for him, though, he lost his balance and took off the net. And also lucky he didn't take out his goalie, Donovan Nunweiler. Certainly this is a big game for Donovan. He would certainly like to come out of this game with a win. As we mentioned earlier, he lost, him and his team lost the first game 5-2. Certainly he's capable of doing much better than that.
But certainly in that game two there, the game one rather, where Nunweiler took the loss, it could have been a lot worse. The St. FX had quite a few good scoring chances. Sleds, he just throws it out there. Baudouin has it to Petal. Petal throws it in around behind Nunweiler, leaving it there for Saukin as he picks it up for the Acadia. Acadia trying to get things going here as they work it up the ice. Gallant with it, and he takes it in, and Sim was just a hairline there offside.
And some keys to the St. FX Axemen's success would be their excellent passing capabilities. Just if they can move the puck around as well as they did in the first game, they're definitely going to have a lot of success in this game. And another thing, they got to get some big scoring opportunities from that powerful line of there. Laurent, Evola, and Andrea. because they're definitely capable of doing that.
And of course they're on the ice right now. Saukin shoots it in for Acadia. Mateer has it. Put it across for Auger. Tried to work it out. Rhoda picks it off. Pass for St. Louis. Here's a shot. Silver manages to stop that one.
Nice little play there as we saw St. Louis take the shot on net. But certainly he would like to have that one back, as I don't think he got as much behind it as he wanted to.
But I think too, Daryl, that that's what Kevin Dickey wants. He wants St. Louis shooting the puck on net, and it's their leading point getter this year, and he certainly can be a key factor in this playoff series.
Well, that's a big thing Acadia has been really successful at, is getting the puck on net. Certainly the goals will come.
So Larange gets kicked out of the circle there, and Heidemann takes over. Draw, one back in behind the net. Comes around the other side. Larange decides to throw it back in behind again now, and Auger has it. Pass up for Andrea. Andrea coming down the side, waits, shoots. That was deflected wide. And St. Louis picks it up for Acadia. He just manages to get it out of the zone. Tier fires it back in. Just underway here at Acadia Arena, no score. There's a shot by Mateer. That's just wide of the net. Acadia gets it out now. Here's Klassen. He's racing down the side. Silver comes out of his net to play it. He hit Klassen there, trying to throw it into the net, and good thing Mateer was there as he saved his team from being down 1-0. Certainly a gutsy move by Silver there.
You don't see many goalies taking risky moves like that.
Here comes Mercer coming to the outside. Mercer right in. Shot. Good save by Silver there, and Tomander blew it down as we're going to be getting a penalty here. The Axemen, looks like the Axemen are going to go on the power play, but certainly Darryl looks quite unusual for Silver to come out of his net like that, especially with Mateer coming back.
Well, I don't know what he was thinking coming all the way out of his net that far. It's like he wanted to check Klassen along the boards or something, but like you said, Mateer saved the day as he was in front of the net, stopped Klassen from putting it home. So this is the first power play for Acadia as Nimigon takes a seat.
And that there was fired up and out of play from Petal. Certainly Acadia would love to get things going here to score the first goal.
Well, they got Peyton Fury back on the point, so definitely got some mustard behind those shots of theirs. Let's see if they'll use it.
Now we have a bit of delay here. It's a couple Axemen have been thrown out of the center face-off, and Mercer finally takes it, and Petal just throws it down the ice there. Peyton back to set up for the Axemen. Working on their first power play of the night. Now Fury has it. So he takes it over the line. Sidesteps a check there. Almost managed to get it back. Peyton skates across though to keep it in. As Mercer cross for Fury. Shot didn't get through. Mercer working in behind the net now. Mercer still circling around. Tried to get it to Peyton there, but it was intercepted by Evola as he throws it down the ice, and 1:14 left in Acadia's power play. Fuster has it now for Acadia. Working up the ice. Fuster kicking it across the blue line. Cross for Moxham. There's a right in front. Good chance for Rice. Scores!
Todd Rao, with his team's first goal of the game, comes on the power play at 15:36. It all started off with an excellent play by team captain Neil Fuster She made a pass over the Moxham. Moxham found a streaking Todd Rao in the top of the circle. Todd Rao made no mistake firing that home pass, Sean Silver. And certainly, Daryl, this has got to be a big, big boost of confidence for the Acadia Axemen, scoring the first goal.
Certainly, this is what Kevin Dickey wanted. He wanted to get these guys flying out from the start. And 4:24 into the first period, Rao gets them going with his first goal of this series. As Moxham works it out for Acadia. They want another one. Here's O'Leary coming down the side. And there's going to be an interference call here. I believe it's going against St. FX, Daryl.
I think it was Dean Stock he interfered with Daryl Moxham as he was coming across the red line. And if we can get a shot at Daryl Moxham on the bench, he looks like to be in a little bit of a pain. Yeah, certainly had his head down and he wasn't looking. Dean Stock just picked him off at the last second. Certainly a big, big opportunity for Acadia now to go up 2 goals. So go on the second power play of the game.
Of course, their first goal was on a power play goal. Back to the point. Fuster has it now. Puts it in for Hogue. St. Louis. So Acadia works around the outside. Back to the point. Fury shot right in front. Rao has a chance. Another chance. Couple good chances there for Acadia, but they couldn't convert. Back to the point again. As now Hogue has it. Works it over Fury. Here's a shot. Good save by Silver there. So he kicks that out, and the X-Men relieve the pressure, getting it down the ice.
Couple huge opportunities there as we saw St. Louis and Russell Hogue parked right on Sean Silver's doorstep, and they just could not fire it home.
Here comes St. Louis, taking it over the line. Josh St. Louis, there's a shot. Right on. Silver steers that away, though. Now Fury, pass across for Hogue. Tried to get that through. The one-timer, and misplay there by Rao as it came out over the line. And Acadia retreats into their own zone. 1:02 left in the Acadia power plays. Fuster starts out again. Up for Klassen. Klassen takes it in over the line. Waits. Trying to find another Axemen player, but it was knocked off his stick. Comes around the other side and down and Saucon picks it up. Here comes Klassen again. Pass in for Mercer. Tried to drop it off there as Andrea is trying to break back the other way. Saucon does a good job there of tying him up. So he takes his man out. Peyton trying to work it free up behind the net, and he does. Just 15 seconds left in Acadia's power play. Here comes Hunter. Taking it on the line. Just kind of threw it at the net there, and Silver stops that pretty easily.
Wise play there by St. FX's goalie, Sean Silver, as he slowed down the play and covered it up to get a whistle.
Certainly a lot of spark from the Axemen here in these last few minutes, Daryl.
Yeah, definitely. Ever scoring from that first goal, they've just piled on the shots as they're now up 7-1. And also behind the play, I wanted to talk about it earlier as it happened, but Jeff Mercer had a huge, huge bone-crunching hit, one of the X-Men players. I don't know if we caught it on camera or not, but needless to say, I'm sure all the fans here in Acadia saw it.
Battle. He just fires that one down. And that'll do it for Acadia's power play as Stock is about to step on. He almost intercepted a pass there, but O'Leary picks it up for Acadia. Sue brings it in over the line. That comes out, though. Now O'Leary puts it back for Fuster. Shot in there, deep in the zone. O'Leary coming in, and we get a stoppage here. This is going to be a penalty coming up. Looks like it's going to be Berkeley Sauter heading off.
Yeah, Sauter interfered on St. FX's player, Rob Massa. Again, a similar play as As we saw earlier, as Moxham got interfered. Of course, Massa didn't get hurt on the play, as we haven't seen Moxham back out from the bench.
Penalty number 10, Barkley Sauter, 2 minutes for interference. Time of the penalty, 7 minutes.
Well, good chance here for St. FX to trying to get some of the momentum back and tie this game up. 12:54 to go in the first period. 1-0 Acadia. Petal for St. FX. Puts it up for Larange. He takes it in over the line. Waits. Got stripped there by Hogue as he comes back the other way, and they have a 2-on-1. Here's Klassen coming around the side. Klassen, shot, he scores! And certainly, Daryl, the Axemen are really fired up now.
Just when I was about to say that St. FX Axemen had one of the best power play units in the whole University Hockey League, Acadia comes out and scores their second goal, a short-handed goal by...
I believe it was Klassen that scored it there.
Klassen. I was about to say Hogue, but Hogue made the pass over to Klassen, and Klassen made no mistake picking the top corner on Sean Silver.
And of course, too, though, Daryl, it was Hogue that scored the lone goal against St. Mary's. It was a shorthanded goal. So, looks like they've been doing some practicing on their shorthanded offensive skills. And here they come again as Hogue picks it up now in center ice. Hogue working under the line. Hogue doing some dipsy doodling there, but Baudouin managed to poke it away from him. St. FX works it back the other way. Payton just tries to fire it, but not out. Auger shot in. Hogue dived at there to poke it away. But Acadia does manage to get it out over the line. Now Masseth trying to feed a pass in there for Nimigon, but that was in behind the net. It comes around to the other side. As now Massa has it for St. FX. 45 seconds left in St. FX power play. Angioni trying to work it in front. And that just skips through the crease. And now Auger, here's a shot. Is that what deflected up over the and wide? Angioni has it now for St. FX. Passes it down low for Massa. Tried to feed him back the pass, and he does. Angioni tried to give it back to him, but Houston was there to clear it out. Just 15 seconds before Sauter will step on. So that's fired around. Now Larange in behind for Evola. So that comes around this side, and it's a battle along boards for it, but here's Evola. He's coming in, there's a shot. Nunweiler the stop, rebound. Auger keeps it in, fires that one on. Evola again. Oh, what a good save there by Nunweiler. The whistle went. I'm not sure if it was because of the net was off, but good save there as Nunweiler kicked out the pad.
A bit of a dangerous play as well there, Daryl, as Saucon pushed Larange into goaltender Donovan Nunweiler. You don't like seeing that happen. I'm sure head coach Kevin Dickey's going to have a word with Saucon as he might. I don't think he's heading off yet, but I'm sure Kevin Dickey's going to have a few words with him as far as pushing other players into his goaltender. The big story of the game so far is Acadia's special teams scoring their first goal on the power play, and then the second coming on their penalty killing unit.
We got a little bit of a delay here as St. FX tried to make a late change. Evola steps back on the ice. Referee Todd Tomaner just reminding the teams. And when he puts his arm up, especially for St. FX not to make any more changes. Looks like we'll get things going here. 10:44 remaining in the second period. 2-0 the score.
Acadia Arena is definitely decorated up, as we saw one of the signs, "All Hail 61 St. Louis. Definitely they'd like to get him going in this game too.
It's certainly packed here too, as we got fans. Not much standing room, actually. They're even down and behind the glass, behind the net. I didn't think they allowed to stand down there. Anyway, Sim has it now as he flicks it out. Comes out to center zone as Hogue. Puts it up for Sauter. Sauter working over the line, little backhand pass there for Mercer. Comes out front for Hogue, shot. That was deflected wide. Phillips picks it up for the Axemen. Phillips a couple passes there, and finally comes up for Kane. Sleds gloved it down. She just swiped it out of the zone. Now Mercer trying to work along the boards for it. Phillips giving him a rough time. His pedal comes free with it for St. FX there. Mercer gave him a bump. Walsh, he just throws it in. Sleds in behind the net. Sledge just missed a hit there by Walsh as he just sidestepped it. Coming out in the center ice now, Mateer. He just throws the soft pass in there for OJ, and he gets crunched by Jeff Mercer. So OJ certainly didn't see him coming. Mercer's really throwing the body around today, Daryl.
Yeah, certainly Kevin Dickey wants to get his team fired up in other categories as well. And Jeff Mercer's just the guy to get going on the body checking.
Coming out to center zone now. Sim picks it up for the Axemen. He flicks it in. There's Auger. Works it back the other way. Now Stock. Pass up the middle. Angioni couldn't connect on that pass. As Massa, a little spin move there and lost control of the puck though. Now it's in behind and Peyton has it. He rolls it around the boards for Fury. Up for Sim. And St. FX is going to get a penalty here. Silver touches it. High sticking call, and looks like the captain, Brad Peddle, is going to be heading towards the box.
So we see Brad Peddle pleading his case. I believe it is.
Sorry, I thought it was Peddle there, but he just went over to talk to the referee.
It's Rob Massa, actually, that's getting the penalty. But Peddle obviously a little upset as he came off the bench. Straight over to head referee Todd Tomander.
So Acadia will work on their third power play. So far they're 1 for 2. 8:33 to go in the first period. Acadia winning the game, leading the game 2-0. Back to the point for Fuster. Cross for Moxham. Here's a shot. Right on, right in front. Good chance there for Rao, but he couldn't get up over Silver. As now Hogue has it. Hogue back in pass in behind for St. Louis. St. Louis works in front for Moxham. There's a shot as he tried to put that at the side of the net for Rao. But I think Rao was expecting a shot there. Right in front. That hits off Rao's. Now Baudouin tries to fire it out. Lorenzo gets a chance there all the way down the ice. 1:26 to go in Acadia's power play. 7:56 to go in the first period. Fuster working his way up the ice. Puts it up for Peyton. He fires in and around the boards. Makes a funny hop off the boards there, but Jose saw that as he puts it down the ice, and now Andrea coming in around the side. Andrea tried to get the shot in there. Good play by Peyton, and then he was dumped there by Fuster. Good hit by the Axemen captain there. There's Rao. Comes back the other way. Puts it off for Peyton. Pass across for Fury. There's passing low for Mercer. But now he's battling it out with OJ, and it comes around the other side. Evola. He just winds up and fires it down into Acadia's zone. 35 seconds remaining in Acadia's power play. It's Klassen coming in down low. Leaves it off for Mercer. Back to the point for Peyton. Here's a cross for Fury. There's pass the side of the net. And it's right in front. They score! And as you say, Daryl, the specialty teams are working for them tonight.
That was an excellent, excellent goal by Acadia. As we saw Kirk Fury make one of his seeing eye passes and found its way right onto the tape of Jeff Mercer. And I don't know if he's going to get credit for the goal or not. It seemed to hit like every post on that net until it was actually banged in. It was either him or O'Leary that put her home. But nonetheless, Daryl, that was excellent puck movement by the Acadia Axemen.
And right now, Danny Flynn has called a timeout for St. FX. And I think he realizes, Daryl, that he doesn't want to let things slip away here on him. It still is early in the game.
Mercer does, in fact, get credited for the goal. That being the second power play goal of the game.
And lately I've noticed, Daryl, too, that some of the defensemen at the point have been taking that shot. They've been looking at that for that pass right down low at the side of the net. It's happened a few times, and of course there was Fury made that good pass to Mercer.
Yeah, that was definitely executed to a T there. There's a couple times in that power play that they made the pass or the fake shot to the side of the net. They were unsuccessful banking it home. But there, Jeff Mercer made no mistake as he beat Sean Silver and put his team up 3-0.
St. FX working it back the other way. Larange, shot in. Nunweiler steers that wide. It comes out for Hunter. She puts it up for St. Louis. St. Louis throws it in deep. Hunter just puts it in around the boards. Broder bumps his man there as it comes back to the point. There's a shot by Fuser. That was wide of the net. Saukin, he just threw it in there. He got bumped from the side there as Andrea knocked him down. Baudouin, St. FX, trying to work it out. Sauter had him tied up though. So that's flicked down back in St. FX's zone. O'Leary gets to a first, out for Sauter. He scores!
Big play there by Acadia defenseman Saukin as he put it up. What seemed to be a harmless play, and O'Leary just came right out from the corner and passed it out to Sauter, and Sauter made a nifty little deke move, beat Sean Silver to put his team up 4-0. Daryl, this is certainly uncharacteristic of Sean Silver as he's getting pulled.
But I don't think really you can blame him on all those 4 goals. 2 of them came on the power play. One of them was a short-handed goal, but it was a 2-on-1, and certainly there. He hasn't really had much help from his defense so far this game, though, Daryl.
Yeah, the shots on net just tell the whole story of the game. Acadia's leading with 11 shots, and St. FX has 4 thus far. But as you said, Daryl, certainly the team isn't helping out very much.
As Wilcox comes in to take over for Silver. So far right now, it seems like everything's going right for the Axemen. As Sleds picks it up, and he fires it around the boards. Mercer trying to get it out there. Couldn't, though. As now St. FX is trying to get the body going as Wall stepped into his man. Klassen picks it up now. Taking over the line, Classic. Tried to get the long shot in. That didn't quite make it through, though. Kane, he just fires it in the boards. Payton skipped over a stick there. Sauter recovers, but he's stripped there by Nimengon, and then O'Leary took it from him. Now Moxham, taking it over the line. Tried a backhand pass there for O'Leary. And it was intercepted as it came out over the line. Now Auger. Putting it up for Masses. Comes in for Angione. He's trying to work his way around. Now Walsh has it shot in on Nunweiler. Makes the easy stop there. In behind the net there. And Saukin takes down his man as I think he might get a penalty on that. And now we get a whistle here.
I believe St. FX is also picking up a penalty as Dean Stock. I don't know if he was tripped up or not, but he interfered on Acadia goalie Nunweiler.
Yeah, he's certainly upset about that call, and it did look like he got dumped in front of the net as Nunweiler went down as well.
I don't think Donovan really saw that play coming as he was upended from behind. Luckily for Acadia, he wasn't hurt on the play. So either both teams got a penalty on that play. I believe it's going to be 4-on-4 hockey. Or no, excuse me, 5-on-5. Shows what I know.
4:36 to go here in the first period. 4-0 the score for the Axemen. Petal taking it over the line. Petal working around the outside, but it's called on the offside.
Certainly Brad Petal, he's a big character for this St. FX hockey team, and they'd certainly like to get him going, as he's scored numerous times from that big slap shot of his from the point. Interesting play there by Mike Sim is
right before the face-off there, Sim knocked the stick out of the hands of Berthiaume, and the linesman went over to chat with them. It comes back for Baudouin. He puts it up. Sim has it now. Tried to skip it over Heideman's stick, but it didn't work. So Heideman fires it in behind. Nunweiler left it there. They battle him behind the boards for it. So Heideman's trying to kick it loose. But now Acadia works it back the other way. Hunter. He just flicks it out. Shot back in again, though. It's Fury working it around behind. Sleds. Back for Fury. Fury retreats in behind his own net. Long pass up there, but that'll skip all the way down the ice. Silver is back in the game now. Now Larange, he fires that one in. St. Louis coming in around the net. Interesting to see how they brought Silver back in the game there, Daryl. I didn't see them make the change.
Well, I'm sure Silver was on the bench telling his teammates what he thought of them so far. And then he needs a little bit more help, and imagine head coach Danny Flynn agreed with Silver and put him back out as he's got trust in his starting goaltender.
Coming back down the ice for Auger. He picks it up for St. FX. 3 minutes to go here in the first period. Acadia with a commanding 4-0 lead. Skips out to center ice as Baudouin picks it up now. He takes it in over the line. Baudouin, drop pass there for Evola. Evola still working with it. Pass across her wall. She fires that high and over the net. Back out to the point now. Baudouin. He throws it in. Evola working hard for it there as he gets it down for Walsh. Coming around to the far boards. Now Hogue picks it up for Acadia. Hogue, O'Leary's trying to catch up to him. Hogue fires. That was deflected wide. As Petal, St. FX. They work it up now into the zone. Comes along the side there. Stewart tried a backhand pass. Came back to him, and Acadia just fires it down the ice. And Baudouin is going to touch it here for the icing. 1:54 to go here in the first period. Shots 11-5 in favor of Acadia.
And with under 2 minutes left in the first period, I'm sure head coach Danny Flynn's got a lot to talk about to his team during the first intermission. Certainly, what's going on? Why the heck's the other team scoring so much? Those would be my two questions.
But certainly, Daryl, St. FX is not a team that you can count out for a game like this, especially with players like Evola and Larange. Andrea, and Petal.
And those 4 guys being the key guys to spark this St. FX team.
But right now, though, Acadia in good control of this game so far. Sauken has it in behind the net. He works it up there. Stock almost intercepted that. So they come back the other way. Klassen, he just dumps it in behind. Mercer trying to pick it up there. Comes back to the point. There's a shot by Fuster. But a hit Stock came back out over the line and was fired back in. Now St. FX work it back the other way. Stock rolls it in. Gets around Fuster. Stock centering pass. Comes out for Mateer. That's fired wide. And Sauken, he just flips it out. Petal glove that down. Try to pass in for Angioni. The Fuster send it back the other way. Now Petal with it. Pass across there for Baudouin. So he gets rubbed out there by Broda. And that's sent back in behind. Now Petal, long pass up the middle for Evola. Evola, long shot in. Easy stop there for Nunweiler. As I believe it was Phillips there, or sorry, Andrea there, went crashing into Nunweiler. As we get the stoppage of play. 42 seconds to go here in the first period.
That was a dangerous looking play as we saw Andrea go what seemed to be head over heels right into the net. Got his skates up a little high. You don't like to see that in any hockey game. So most of these guys don't wear neck guards because, I don't know, they've outgrown it or something. But
Fury's going to pick up a penalty here for Acadia. St. FX is heading on the power play. They're second of the night. And St. FX would certainly like to get a goal here before the period ends out to save something from this first period. Here's a pass in right in front of the net. Couple chances there as Laurent was whacking at it. Now Evola working around the outside. Evola down low for Laurent, back to Evola. He swiped at it as Moxham managed to glove it there and he threw the puck down the ice. 15 seconds to go here in the first period. Petal working it back the other way. He dumps it in. Payton gives him a bump. Fuster fires it back down the ice, and that should do it here for the first period. As the buzzer sounds, the Acadia Axemen have a commanding lead.
a couple big points to talk about. It's the fact that Acadia scored 2 power play goals in that first period, as well as a shorthanded goal and an even strength goal. They'll head off to for the first intermission with a 4-0 lead. Certainly, Daryl, what's going on with the St. FX Axemen? That's the big question.
Well, certainly they're going to have to get things straightened out. Down by 4 goals, and I'd say, Daryl, too, if you were Kevin Dickey with this 4-goal lead, what would you be telling your team heading in this dressing room right now?
Well, not to get too cocky, not to think that they have the game in hands, because like you said earlier, St. FX is definitely capable of coming back. They've got the offensive capabilities to do so. But nonetheless, Kevin Dickey must be extremely pleased with the way his team's played so far, and I imagine he'll just want them to hang on to it going into the second and third period.
4-0 the score here at Acadia Arena. We'll bring you back for the second period. And we're back here for the second period. Acadia with a 4-0 lead. And Daryl, we have an update from the other game.
Moncton is beating St. Thomas 1-0. And as we all know, Moncton won the first game over St. Thomas 7-5. So with a win tonight, they'll end up winning the McAdam Division title and earn themselves a spot in the finals against one of these two teams.
Certainly that'd be an upset there as Petal throws it around in behind. Fuser firing it out. And Acadia, of course, is looking to extend this to a third game in St. FX on Sunday. As it comes back in over the line, Evola with it now. St. FX had that power play that's carried over. As Fury's still in the box for another 45 seconds. As Evola has it now. Working it around in front. Evola shot. Good save and they score! There's a quick shot there by Evola, Daryl.
Yeah, 39 seconds into the second period. Yannick Evola made no mistake as he fired her home past Donovan Nunweiler. As you said earlier there, Daryl, the penalty from the first period carried over into the second. So that was a power play goal by the St. FX Axemen. And certainly, that should boost her confidence. Coming fresh out after the first period where they were completely outshot, plus outscored. And just definitely all around, this is a good way to start the second period.
Well, St. FX will hope to build on their goal there as they try and work it out of the zone here, but Baudouin has to retreat in behind. Coming around the other side, and Laurent coming back the other way for the Axemen. Long shot in. Nunweiler stopped that one. As it comes back down into St. FX zone, Petal tried a long pass up there with Evola, but it hit the linesman. Now we get a whistle here in this penalty call. Looks like Broda's going to be heading off. St. FX will head on another power play.
Their third power play of the game. And certainly very undisciplined play there by Michael Broda, as he'll sit down for 2 minutes.
I think, Daryl, this is the last thing the Axemen want to do is try and give St. FX any life here. As if St. FX can manage to capitalize on this, they're right back in it.
Absolutely. If they end up scoring on this, they'll only be 2 goals down. Plus, the second period's just started, so the game's still fairly new. And certainly with a second goal, St. FX will be right back into the swing of things.
Back to the point for Auger. Working around in behind. As Heidemann has it now for St. FX. Heidemann puts it down low for Massa, looking for him in front, comes back out to the point. Baudouin, shot, just wide of the net there. Nimigan tried to get a rebound, but skip on top of the net, and we get a face-off here.
Now, I think a big thing for Acadia to really try to work on here is just getting the puck up and out and as fast as they can, as soon as they get it, if they've got any room whatsoever. Don't want to try to do any fancy pants stuff in their end there. St. FX has definitely come out strong in the second period. They don't want to, oh, sorry, Daryl, they don't want to give up a second goal.
Shot right in front as Nunweiler made the stop. And he covers up there, and as I was about to say there before, Daryl, Fuster and Peyton were chatting it up with each other, and I think it was because of that mix-up they had in front of the net. The two of them had one St. FX player tied up at the same time.
Well, I think that's any defenseman's worst nightmare is getting mixed up and end up double-teaming somebody, especially when you're a man down. They definitely don't want to do anything like that because we'll end up freeing up 2 extra men for the opposite team. That's definitely not any kind of strategic hockey that I've heard of.
1:37 remaining in Broda's penalty. 18:25 to go here in the second period, and it comes back out to the point. Petal bringing it in down low as it comes around in the front of the net. Paul Andrea scores! As the Axemen are closing things up a bit here in the second period with their second goal of the game from Paul Andrea.
And some good work by the St. FX team. As it all started off by the face-off deep within Acadia's zone, and Brad Peddle circled low, then ended up dishing it off. And Andrea made no mistake firing it home.
And certainly, as we talked about before, that the Axemen couldn't slip back on their heels here, but so far they have here in the second period. Now there's battling behind the net for it as Stewart bumps his man. It was actually Mercer there as Mercer threw him down to the ice. Now Mercer with it. Tries to kick it in behind, but it's shot around the other side. Sleds managed to keep it in and behind the net for Klassen. Now Hogue picks it up. Tries to give it back to Klassen. Klassen races after and picks it up himself. So comes in behind now. St. FX working it back the other way, Nimigon. Pass up for Walsh. Here's a shot. Scores!
And who would have thunk it? Within 2 minutes and 23 seconds, the St. FX Axemen have closed the 4-0 lead by the Acadia Axemen to 4-3. And with that third goal by Walsh, I don't know, Daryl. I think Kevin Dickey might want to call a timeout here and recuperate his team and have a little talk to them. Certainly things aren't going the way the Acadia Axemen thought they had it.
And those 3 goals come in a span of 1 minute and 52 apart. And now I believe it's Ammermood is getting ready to make the change. Yeah, Nunwaller's heading it over to the bench. Although Kevin Dickey's called a timeout here, so I'm not too just sure on that yet. Yep, and Ammermood's going to come in the game here. Certainly quite a change of events here in the second period, Daryl.
Well, it is a big change of events, but I mean, I don't know if I'd end up putting Ammermood in. I think I would have ended up leaving Nunweiler in the net. I mean, there's 2 power play goals where, I mean, Nunweiler was literally at the mercy of St. FX, and that third one was a long shot, but it was a pretty accurate shot if you ask me, as he picked the lower corner on the blocker's side. But
let's not forget too that St. FX changed their goalie in the first period. Silver, of course, he was only out for a short time, so he came back in the net. So you may see Nunweiler take a rest, and he may be back in the game. But we'll have to see how things go here. As O'Leary puts it in for Sauter. Sauter right in. Good play there as Stock came back and managed to poke check him. I think Sauter got hurt on the play as he went crashing into the goalpost.
Yeah, Sauter a little bit tripped up there as went sliding into the net. From experience, I know that it hurts quite a bit, actually. Back on the subject of the 3 quick goals by St. FX. I think head coach Kevin Dickey's telling his team right now, like, what the heck's going on with you guys? You had a 4-0 lead. Certainly they need some kind of boost of confidence. Perhaps a quick goal by one of their key players like Josh St. Louis or a Mike O'Leary.
I think Dickey, too, took the time out just to calm them down a bit and remind them that they still have a 1-goal lead, and to try to work with that and see if they can rebuild the lead that they had. Of course, they're still tending here to Sauter's. He's getting up now.
I think a big thing also that the Acadia Axemen really got to try to do is stay disciplined. They definitely got to try to stay out of that penalty box, because going to the penalty box and giving the St. FX team any scoring opportunities on the power play, it's just absolutely ludicrous if you ask me. So you see Sauter head to the bench there. He's all right. So I think that's definitely a big key for the rest of this game, is to stay out of the box. Don't give St. FX any other power play opportunities.
Comes back out for Peyton as he takes it over the line, but that'll be offside as Sim was a couple steps in.
I think another thing is Acadia's a little antsy right now. I mean, 3 goals on a team, any team, that fast, it's got to make you a little uncomfortable. As we saw Chris Payton getting a little anxious there and going offside.
Auger, backhand pass around for Berthiaume, puts a pass up for Phillips. Phillips, he throws it in. Emerud gloves that and plays it in behind the net. Around this side, Matier throws it back down low. Sauken bumped his man there, and puck's still in the corner. Finally it comes free. Payton comes to pick it up. Payton cuts out in front of his net and puts a pass up for Gallant. Now Gallant for the Axemen. There's a shot, that's just wide of the net. Seidemann took a swipe at it, Berthiaume rather. But he missed that one. Now it's in behind. Gallant working for it, trying to get it free. Matier has him tied up. Still in behind there. Sim trying to race after, but Laurent has it now. Laurent up for Phillips. Phillips just pass it off for Auger. There's a shot. Emerud alertly deflects that up and away. For a stoppage of play here.
I think that was the first real shot that Emerud's faced thus far, as he took over for fellow teammate Donovan Nunweiler. As you can see there, the shots on net are now in favor for the St. FX Axemen, 14-12. Certainly a big turn of events here in the second period.
Back to the point. Baudouin throws it in around. Being tied up. Here's Evola right in front. Centered that through the crease. So it came out the other side. Dangerous play there as now it comes in behind the net. Sauken picks it up for Acadia. Sauken working it down the ice. So he throws it in. There's a shot from Fuster. Silver makes the save there as that's steered wide. Now Andrea. He just backhands it out of the zone. Bumped there by Broda. As it was fired back in and hit Broda. And we get an offside here. 15-15 to go here in the second period. And St. FX with a quick start out. Closing the gap here.
I think
Acadia leads 4-3.
Sorry, Daryl. I think it's just as we saw before that play went offside. Team captain Neil Fuster made a really good play as he took a long shot on net. That being only the second shot of this period on Sean Silver. They haven't really tested Silver thus far. I think they've definitely got to start pummeling him with the puck this period.
It comes back up the other way as Hogue has it now. He puts it in behind. Klassen's being rubbed out there by Stewart. Kane, he just fires at the length of the ice. Sleds picks that up though, and we get the icing. The St. FX was arguing there that the puck skipped through the crease. As Kane there, or sorry, Walsh rather, having some words with Tomander, but
to no avail.
As it comes all the way back down to St. FX end, to the right of Sean Silver.
I think things have slowed down just a little bit since those 3 quick goals by St. FX. I think this is a big opportunity for Acadia to start to get going.
Well, they got Hogue, Klassen, and Mercer out there now. So it comes around in behind. This line's been big for them today as Klassen and Mercer have a goal each. Now in behind, Kane. Pass up the middle. It was intended there for Massa, but it's going to go all the way down the ice, and Slides touches it there for another icing.
Another thing I've been noticing, Daryl, thus far in the game is Acadia hasn't been doing very well in the face-offs. I think St. FX has been winning the majority of them. I think Russell Hogue, Josh St. Louis, who are 2 of the Acadia Axemen's centers would want to start doing a little bit better on the face-offs.
Certainly the face-offs are key in that offensive zone. To get it back to your point, as St. FX wins the draw there. Here comes Auger. Pass up for Massa. Takes it on the line, but just kind of gave it right to Moxham there. As O'Leary has it now, and he dumps it in. Side step to check there from Stock. And now Stock has it. Up for Mateer. St. FX working back the other way. Massa in over the line. Drop pass for Mateer. Mateer tries to center it there. That was tipped in front. Sam Marud had to be sharp there. Now Mercer back the other way. Mercer left it there, and we get a whistle here. It was an offside. Bit of a late call, but
well, I don't think one of the linesmen blew on the whistle as hard as he might have wanted to there, because it sounded like he tooted it 2 or 3 times, but offside was the call. It seemed like a good opportunity for Josh St. Louis to get a good shot on net. But unfortunately for him and his teammates, it went offside.
Hogan Stewart. One there, and Klassen stripped it from Nimigon as he knocked it in. Baudouin has it. So it comes up for Stewart. Stewart, he gets hauled down there by Mercer. Coming in behind the net. Now Emerud, unaware of Walsh coming in behind him, as he picks it up now. Walsh still with it. Throws it in behind for Nimigon. Nimigon trying to work out now with the puck. As he comes out to center zone, but the Axemen break back the other way. It's a 2-on-2 here as Hogue and Mercer. Hogue takes a shot wide of the net, comes out in front. Silver wasn't aware there. As Baudouin managed to take it in behind, and St. FX gets it down into Acadia zone. Now Saukin puts it up for Hogue as he throws it in. Baudouin picks it up for St. FX. Manages to just chip it out of the line. Saukin fires it deep again. Now Auger, he throws it around. As it comes out to Nimigon, he fires it the length of the ice. This will be another icing call, and seems now that St. FX and Darrell just seem to be slapping it down the ice. Especially after those first 3 goals.
Yeah, they've slowed down quite a bit, actually. Katie's been doing a good job cutting them off in the neutral zone and dumping the puck deep within their end. But it almost seems like every time St. FX gets in trouble, they're just clearing it up and out, which in itself is a pretty good move. If you are in trouble, you shouldn't waste any time. Just get the puck out of your end.
But certainly, as your team, you don't like to have a lot of face-offs in your own end zone. But they managed to win it there. So Larange breaks it back the other way. Side steps to check. Here comes Larange right in. Trying to center it there. As Amaru traps it at the side of the net. Larange with a bit of wheels there is looking dangerous. Trying to tie this game up for the St. FX Axemen.
Larange looking like a little water bug as he was making his way all the way down the ice. Sidestepped a huge hip check thrown by Chris Payton. Lucky for him, lucky for Larange, he didn't get much of that hip on him. If he did, I think he might have got knocked down pretty hard there, but nonetheless.
Certainly once Larange gets those legs moving, though, he's hard to stop. Back to the point here for Auger. Here's a shot. Emerud the save, rebound. It's right in front there as they scramble for it. And the net pops off there. Now St. Louis is grappling with someone there as St. FX player gets knocked down.
I believe Larange and St. Louis had a few choice words to one another. A couple of Acadia players are pleading their case with head referee Todd Tomanders. I think Acadia is getting the only penalty on this play.
Sauter heads out the box here, and he was really upset there. Fuster still talking with Tomander. Moxham is in there too. They certainly don't like this call.
Yeah, with any kind of traffic in front of the net like that, and having put in your second goalie of the game, you don't want anything to happen to him.
But for St. FX here, heading on their fourth power play. Good chance for them, Daryl, to tie things up here. As we're approaching the midway mark here in the second period. 4-3 the score, though, for Acadia.
And as you can see, they're all St. FX rather's got their 5 best players out there. Larange, Andrea, Evola, Petal, and Mathieu. Petal and Mathieu being back on the point, that is.
Evola has it now. Working it around the outside. Now Larange puts it down low for Evola. Back to the point. Petal, the shot, right in front. And St. FX put their arms up in celebration, but that didn't manage to go in over the line. His Tomander was right there.
I think St. FX thought they might have scored a goal there. But unfortunately for them, neither Todd Tomander or the goal judge signaled a goal. Namarud came up with a big save on that play. Keep his team with the 1-goal lead that they currently have, 4-3. The big story about this second period, Daryl, is the fact that St. FX has completely outshot Acadia, and they're now leading them in shots, 18-13. And with this power play going on right now, certainly more to come.
Back to the point for Matier. Pass cross for Petal. He faked the shot there, and he puts it down low for Evola. Evola puts it back to him. Petal circling it around behind the net. Petal setting it up behind the net there. So he puts it for Larange. Larange trying to come in. And Evola, now they're just kind of working it around the outside. Right in front, Larange shot. Good save there by Amanrode, and they score! No, actually, Tomander waved it off. As all 5, I thought it was in, actually, Daryl.
Well, I didn't know what to say. I mean, it looked like it bounced over the line, but Amanrode came up big there.
Here comes Larange. They want another crack at it. As Evola has it now. Just 50 seconds left in Sauter's penalty. St. FX working on their power play here. Evola. Give it and go with Larange there. That was almost intercepted, but Larange gets it back. He comes in. Fakes a shot. Back to Petal. Gives it back. Cross now for Matier. Feeds it over Petal. Here's a shot. And they score!
And the big problem of the second period is the fact that Acadia cannot stay out of the penalty box. And they can't allow the St. FX hockey team to go on the power play. That's the 3rd power play goal of this second period. And just as we thought Acadia might have got a break by Todd Tomander as he called no goal on what seemed to be a goal, St. FX came back. And I believe it was Brad Petal with his big point shot of his. He fired home the 4th goal for his team in this second period, and it's not even halfway through this game yet, Daryl.
Yeah, as you say there, I thought it was in, but of course, Tomander has a lot better view than I do. But St. FX kept plugging away, and they've tied this game up here, 4-4. As Gallant shoots it in now. Comes around the other side, St. Louis shot in on goal. Kind of a weak shot there as Silver smothered that. Sorry, Daryl, go ahead.
Just as we were saying, Acadia was doing such a good job on their special teams in the first period. It almost seems like both teams have switched roles. The St. FX is now being the one that's executing their special teams to a T.
St. FX has outshot them this period so far, 15-4. And of course, it tells the tale on the scoreboard as they come back from a 4-0 deficit to tie this game. here in this AUAA Kelly Division Final. Of course, the winner goes on to face St. Thomas or Moncton. The winner of the series, that is, of course. St. FX with the 1-0 lead in the series as it comes down the ice. Saucon, he just flicks it out for Gallant. Gallant working it back the other way. He's rubbed out there by Baudouin. Comes in behind. St. Louis. St. Louis being hooked there, trying to get things going for the Axemen. St. Louis shovels a pass there to Mercer. So now the players growl for it. Still along the boards here. Finally comes free for Mercer. Mercer throws it around in front. That came through the crease. Out the other side for Sleds. Down behind the net now. St. Louis. Skating around with it. Pass out there for Mercer, but Saucon managed to backhand it back in. Now Saucon. He just fires that wide of the boards. As finally it looks like Heideman's going to get a chance here, and he does manage to get it out, but skipped into Acadia bench.
Looked like one of the linesmen got caught in the door as it opened up on the Acadia bench there.
9:25 left to go here in the second period. And a huge second period here for St. FX. Looking almost down and out after that first period, but a bit of inspiration here. They managed to tie this game. There's a bit of delay here as I believe it's Stewart has to step back on the ice here. Orange heads back off. As we get things going here. Here's Fury. There's a shot. Silver kicks that away. Now it's about along the boards for it now. Rao has it. Or sorry, Peyton rather. Peyton taking it in behind. It's in behind the net. So trying to send it there, and Peyton was back skating there as he almost had a chance. Fury with it. Tried to pass it up the middle. Now Moxham taking it over the line as he dumps it in around the boards. Silver leaving it there. Walsh puts it up for Nimigon. To Stewart. Stewart, there's a shot. Kicked wide of the net. And now Moxham come back away for the Axemen. They got a 2-on-2 here with Sim. Moxham fires it. Good block there by McDougall as he kneeled down in front of that shot. So comes back down in Acadia zone. Rhoda passing it up there for Hunter. Hunter taking it over the line. Being tied up by Auger. So comes around and behind the net. Now Rhoda trying a centering pass there. Hunter picks it up. With it behind the net. Out front. Good chance for Acadia Harris. But it's intercepted there by Nimigon. He couldn't get it out though. Saucon throws it in around and behind. Auger for St. FX. Trying to get it out. Relieving a little bit of pressure there as Larange comes back the other way. Larange taking it over the line, but good play by Fuser as he prevented anything there. Saucon back the other way. He just rolls it in. Rao chasing after it. Auger got to that first as St. FX manages to get rid of it and down the ice. 7:24 here to go in the second period. 4-4 the score. There's Fuser there as he gets tripped up, and Ammonroot heads to the bench as St. FX is going to pick up a penalty here. Here comes Hogue though. Taking over the line. Russell Hogue. Wide. Pass out in front. Good chance here for St. Louis as he just missed that, and Evola touches it. So we get the stoppage here.
And that being perhaps one of the biggest opportunities of Acadia in this second period as far as scoring is concerned, as we saw Russell Hogue, Acadia having the extra man out. Russell Hogue took it wide on the goalie and made a pass right across for St. Louis, but he just could not find the handle on the puck, and It's touched up by St. FX. And Acadia will go on their 4th power play of the game. I think, Daryl, this is an excellent opportunity for Acadia to finally start getting some more shots on Sean Silver and perhaps get themselves a goal.
Oh, certainly Acadia needs to regain some kind of confidence here, because there's nothing that they would like more here to take this lead. 2 for 3 so far on the power play as it comes back to the point for Fuster. Now Hogue with it. Controlling it around the outside with St. Louis. Back and forth they give it. St. Louis tried to center it in front. Didn't make it through though. St. Louis gets it back. So it comes back to point. Fuster, there's a shot. That's wide of the net. Rebound right in front. Hogue with a chance. Good save by Silver. Now Petal just fell there as whistle's blown.
A couple big saves there by Sean Silver, as Hogue was parked on the doorstep and trying to bang her home, but with a rolling puck, you just never seem to be able to find the handle on it. And Brad Petal made a good defensive play as he covered it up deep within the corner.
Petal doing a pretty good job in the short-handed opportunity or power play here for Acadia as he intercepted another pass by St. Louis, and right now Tomaner's over at the benches. Nunweiler's going to head back on the ice, looks like.
A little reverse psychology as we saw Sean Silver head to the bench in the first period, and Wilcox came out for a couple minutes, and Silver came back out eventually to end the first period. Looks like Acadia is doing the same as Nunweiler heads back out to replace Ammenrud, who had replaced him early in the second period.
We'll see how they react. Yes, there's a chance in front. The shot good save by Silver. Rebound. That was swept away. And St. FX clears it down the ice. 1:20 to go in Stock's penalty. Fuster working the power play here for Acadia as he brings it in himself over the line. Fuster waits, dishes it off there. He comes in behind. St. Louis runs his man there. Good hit. St. Louis picks it up for Moxham. Back to the point. Here's a shot, fires straight on, right in front. They score! Well, this is certainly what Acadia needed, Daryl.
Big power play goal by the Acadia Axemen. Todd Rao picks up his second goal of the game. Second power play goal as well. Big shot coming from Neil Fuster at the point. Daryl Moxham made a nifty little back pass to him. Todd Rao, who's parked right in front of Sean Silver, made absolutely no mistake firing it home. And this Daryl definitely has to be a big boost to confidence, as we saw St. FX come flying out in the second period and score 4 goals. And again, Acadia's regained the lead, and hopefully we'll try to build on this.
And Acadia, too, just made their goaltending change again as Amrud stepped back on the ice. And I think maybe, Daryl, maybe he had an equipment problem earlier. And I'm not too sure here. Acadia's playing mind games with them. Saw can get bumped down there as it got tossed out of play.
Saucon's going to take a seat, as he absolutely got leveled there by Andrea.
And Acadia regains the lead here, 5-4.
It's funny you mentioned mind control. You think they'd have like evil little scientists down there with little headgears and running around.
Okay.
But anyways,
last I checked here, yeah, it's still Ammerud and Silver in nets, so at this point, but who knows? And so far, I believe we've seen 5 or 6 goaltending changes combined for both teams. He's in the center ice there. Andrea and Mercer bump. Mercer takes him into the boards, though. It's up for Broda now. Broda just dumps it in. Mercer chasing after it, though. Petal gets to it first, and he gets thrown down to the ice there. Good hit by St. Louis as he took his man up behind the net, but St. FX coming back the other way. Larange with it, right in front. Then they score! Larange with a good pass across there, and Fuster is really upset here. The goal light did go on as well, so.
I think the reason that Fuster's upset is because his line mate, Chris Payton, was trying to get back in the play, and he was being tied up. As we saw Larange make a nifty little pass right across his crease. And Yannick Evola made no mistake putting the home pass to Ammerud. But Acadia a little bit upset as if we can get a shot of the bench. Kevin Dickey is literally bursting out of the seams of his clothing. So he's yelling at Todd Tomander.
And Ammerud now is saying, talk to the goal judge, but I'm not sure why, because it was the goal judge that signaled the light. He's really upset. Sleds was still talking with Tomander there, but it was hard to tell there. I couldn't really tell if it was in over the line, but
the story behind it all was Baudouin, as he seemed to tie up one of the Acadia players who was trying to get back into play. And I think that was the big thing that they were arguing with. I mean, I had a pretty good view of the puck, and it did look like it crossed the line, so I don't know why they would be complaining about that.
5-5 here, though, here in the second period. 4:45 to go. Walsh has it now for St. FX. Walsh taking it over the line. He backhands that around in behind the net. Nimigan tried to stop it there, but comes back out the other way. Gallant has it now for Acadia. Gallant. He just rolls it in. Acadia makes a change there to get some new troops on. Ogier coming back the other way for St. FX. He gets hooked there by Sim as he falls down. Lost control of the puck. Now O'Leary has it now. Just throws it in. Sim leaves it there for Ogier. Fires that one on the glass as it comes out to the neutral zone here, and we get a stoppage of play here.
I think the puck might have touched one of the Acadia players as it came back into play.
4:06 to go here in the second period, and certainly a weird exchange of events going on here with the goaltending changing and St. FX's big comeback.
And the mind games. Yeah, certainly with Acadia scoring the 4 goals in the first and St. FX coming back with 4 in the second, and then exchanging 2.
Larry shot
weird
on.
game.
Sorry, Daryl. So I was just about to say there, Larry shot on, saved by Silvers. St. FX comes racking around behind. Now Fuser couldn't find the puck there for a second. So he was being pressured by Massa, but Moxham picks it up for Acadia. Moxham skating back the other way. Throws it in. Baudouin has it now. So he puts it up. And that comes outside the zone. Out in the center ice. And Payton with it. Payton taking it over the line. Payton with a bit of room here. So he's coming around the net. Tried to center it. It's in behind the net now. Mercer tried to work for it there, but came free. Rao intercepted that pass, though. Now Rao trying to dig for the puck here. Rao picks it up. Back to the point. Saukin. Just did a little flick there pass to keep it in. She tried to shoot at the net, but Baudouin puts it up for Larange. Larange taking it over the line. Gets rubbed out there by Saukin. Henry did a good job to keep it in. Now Massa. He puts a shot in there, and Ammerud covers up for the Axemen.
That was a pretty good defensive play by Acadia player Saukin as he tied up his man Larange, who's trying to wheel and deal, come in and perhaps get a 6th goal for his team. Play ended up with Massa trying to work around the top of the circle, and Ammerud made the save on the shot that he took.
2:52 to go here in the second period. 5-5 the score. It was 4-0 for Acadia. St. FX came back and tied it up. Acadia took the lead again, and St. FX minutes to tie it up again as we're locked at 5. Here comes Klassen. Puts it up for Hogue. Hogue coming in. There's a shot. Good save by Silver there. As a few players go crashing into him. But he managed to hang on.
Good save by Sean Silver as he quickly covered up that shot from Russell Hogue. He's trying to deke out two of the St. FX defensemen. And certainly, Acadia's got to try to do more of that, using the defensemen as screens on their own goaltender as they take those shots. And I think the big story is just shots, period.
Yes, here in the second period, St. FX is shooting the Axemen 18-10 and 24-21 overall. Baudouin, he just fires it around the net. Heidemann picks it up on the other side. Heidemann flicks it up. Intended pass for Larange there, but he missed it. Now Peddle. Wheeling it over the line. Schuster rums him out as the two captains go at it there. Here comes Gallant. He just flicks it out there as Stewart tried to hit him there, and I think Stewart might have got the worst of that as he looks a little bit hurt. Apparently not now. It's Stewart going after the puck there. He gets hauled down. Coming back the other way. Sim throws it in. Around and behind Mateer with it. Mateer fires it around the other side. As Walsh picks it up for St. FX now. Walsh tried to wait for Larange to get out there, but certainly wasn't in time as they get called for the offside. 1:40 to go here in the second period.
I think if I was head coach Danny Flynn of the St. FX Axemen, I'd be definitely pleased going into the second intermission, having come out tying it up, being deadlocked at 5. Although he'd much rather have them go out with the lead. And Kevin Dickey, he has to wonder what's going on, but
right now, Peyton has it for Acadia. Tried to get it out of the zone. Comes back to him, though, as he puts it around and behind. Now Evola, centering pass there. Peyton picks that off for Acadia. Orange takes it back from him. Now Evola coming in from the side. Shot. That was deflected wide. Mercer puts it up for St. Louis. Dangerous pass there as Larange was in the slot, but he couldn't get a shot away. Now Andrea puts it in behind for Evola. Tried a centering pass there. Peyton has it now, though, for Acadia. Dumps it out. Mateer. He just gets rid of it. Flicks high and out of play. 45 seconds to go here in the second period.
puck almost made its way up into the press box. Almost got ourselves a souvenir. I think a big key to St. FX's success this period is their ability to anticipate every play that Acadia seems to do. They've capitalized on 3 of their power play chances that they had this period.
Roxham O'Leary and Sim out there for Acadia. And they got Walsh, Stewart, and Heidemann. As O'Leary and Stewart there were having some words. Heidemann and Moxham squaring off. Moxham wins the draw. Fuser try to get a pass through. Didn't quite make it though as it comes out into center ice now. Sim with it. Puts it back for Fuster in his own zone as he breaks out. Try to pass up the middle for O'Leary. But didn't quite make it over the red line as St. FX touches that for the icing.
I believe Fuser was trying to hit O'Leary with that long pass. But it was unfortunate because O'Leary is being tied up by St. FX player Heidemann. As we see Sean Silver there. He hasn't been as busy as he was in the first period where Acadia scored 4 goals. We see Amnerud there as he got the call here after the 3 quick goals on his fellow goaltender Nunweiler.
.27 seconds left here as the faceoff takes place to the right of Amnerud. Orange and Hunter. 16 and 61, but it's won by 61 as it comes back to the point. Pedal the shot, hit Larange as it went wide of the net. Now the Axemen break back the other way. But Baudouin cut it off there and tried to get it off the boards, but it went into Acadia's bench. There's 16 seconds left now. Game still locked at 5 here at Acadia Arena.
The big thing, as I mentioned earlier, St. FX is doing an extremely good job as winning all the draws, not only in their own end, but as also in Acadia's end. Winning draws in the opponent's end is going to increase your scoring chances.
Here comes Fuser trying to work his way in. Fuser cutting around the net. Just 6 seconds to go here as it skips out over the line. And that'll do it for this period. With an interesting turn of events as St. FX has managed to claw their way back and tie this game here. 5-5.
Yeah, no question about it. Acadia can't be too happy with themselves as they're going to head off to the dressing room for the second intermission. And certainly St. FX has got to be extremely pleased as they head off, having scored 5 goals, managing to tie this game up at 5 until they come back out for the third period.
5-5 the score here at Acadia Arena. We'll bring you back for the third period. We're back here for the third period of this AUAA Kelly Division Final. 5-all the score. And as I've mentioned before, Acadia jumped out to an early 4-0 lead in the first period. But early in the second period, the Axemen with 3 quick goals in the first 2 minutes. And then managed to tie things up at 4. And then they've traded goals each, and we're here locked at 5. The start here of this third period. Klassen, Hogan, Mercer. They've been the big line so far for Acadia. Sir out there now. Up against Stewart, Nimigon, and Walsh. As it comes around for Walsh. St. FX. He just dumps it in. Amnerud stops that one there. Sleds fires it around now. The boards. Hogue picks it up. Hogue. Carrying in on the line himself. Drop pass for Klassen. Shot right in. Hogue looking for a rebound there. She tried to pick it away from Silver, but it comes out into center zone. Here's Angioni. Trying to race around Sleds. Angioni circling around the net. Tried to wrap around there, but Amnerud was aware of that as he hugged the post there. Now Oje. Puts it across for Mateer as St. FX works it up. But that was intercepted as O'Leary tried to work back the other way, got spun around there. It comes back down into Acadia zone. Angioni brought it in as Massa was just a step offside. 18:59 to go here in the third period. Third period just underway.
And an update from the other series going on right now for the McAdam Division Final between St. Thomas and the Moncton Blue Eagles. Moncton's leading the game in the third period with a score of 2-1. And as we all know, they won the first game 7-5. Looking to wrap things up tonight.
Certainly that series not over quite yet. The 1-goal difference. And here comes Broda. Skipped off his stick though. Zandria comes back the other way. He just throws it in deep. Sauken missed it there. Fuster managed to pick it up. Bounce that one off the boards, and Rao has it now. Rao taking over the line. Rao drop pass for Fuster. Threw that in, and Silver kicked that wide. Now Rao working with it. Puts it back for Fuster. He just throws it in on net there. Silver plays that one easily. As it's shot back down into Acadia zone. Now Sauken almost lost it there as Nimigon, and he does manage to take away from, send it in front. A good chance for the X-Men there, but Walsh went crashing into the net. And we get the stoppage of play here.
Reasonably good start by the Acadia Axemen as they've managed to tie up the shot tally at 24-all. We're only 2 minutes into this third period. I think head coach Kevin Dickey definitely probably had a big motivational speech for his team as they went into the dressing room during that second intermission. Just wanted to let his team know that they're not down and out. The game is tied. And it's like a whole new game here in this third period.
I think Danny Flynn just kind of wants his team to certainly play the way they did in the second. As here comes Moxon breaking right in. Oh, what a save by Silver as he stacked the pads there. Good save by Silver to keep this game tied. Now Nimigon coming in over the line. So he has it down in the corner. Tried to center it there, but it's a weak centering pass as Acadia cut that off, and Moxon back the other way. So he just throws it in. Kane gets to it for St. FX. Just throws it out of the zone as Peyton has it now for Acadia. Peyton passed that up as it went by a couple of Axemen players. St. FX shot it back in their end, but the Axemen work it back the other way. Here's Fury with it. Fury almost got bumped there by Walsh, so he lost control of it. Now here's a pass up for Phillips. Phillips in behind the defenseman, but he was called on the offside. Phillips almost got away there, Daryl.
Yeah, Phillips might have been just 1 or 2 feet offside. He was a little anxious to receive that long pass. Lucky for Acadia, he was called offside as he would have went in alone against Amarud.
St. FX looking to try to take their first lead of the game. St. Louis and Heidemann square off. St. Louis wins the draw. The Sleds just backhands it in. Silver leaves that in behind the net for Petal. He throws it around the boards, and Berthume comes back the other way. Berthume just dumps it in. Sleds managed to get it out though. So it comes back in the zone, back in Acadia zone again. Now Sauken backhands it around the boards. They're caught along the boards there as Nimigon stopped that one. Now it's in behind the nets that they battle for it, and Tomaner finally decides to stop the play. $16:27 to go here in the third period. Acadia must win to force a game 3 against St. FX on Sunday.
And as we know, Acadia was unable to beat St. FX, as St. FX was home in any of the home games that St. FX had, rather, as I'm trying to get out what I want to say. Certainly, if Acadia gets the win tonight, it's going to be a big momentum builder as they head to St. FX on Sunday.
Now Sleds comes up with it. He just throws it in. Mateer just tries to glove it to himself there as he gains control of it. In behind the net, Mateer being checked there by Hogue as Klassen has it now. Klassen coming in, trying to center it. Now Mercer, there's a shot in. That didn't quite make it through though as it comes out into center zone. Sleds throws it up the ice. Auger looking for the long pass up for Angioni. Sleds intercepts that pass as he takes it in over St. FX line. Try to pass there for Hogue.
Massa with trying to put the big check on Russell Hogan. He goes down hard into the boards. I'm not quite sure what might have happened. He might have speared himself with that stick of his. But Russell Hogue saw the play coming, or the check coming, and he sidestepped it quickly. I think Massa got the better part of the boards. So he's being treated to right now by one of the equipment guys from St. FX's bench. I think this is a good chance for Acadia to recatch their breath from the first 5 minutes of this third period. Hopefully try to use this rest. Try to score some goals.
Trainer's still looking at him right now as Mass is still down on the ice. Hopefully he'll be all right though. 15:37 left to go here in the third period. So we have a 5-all tie here at Acadia Arena.
As you can hear, the Acadia fans really trying to get behind their team right now. So people at the front gates were giving out or selling penny shakers. Just being empty bottles with pennies inside of it, of course. And a number of Axemen fans traveled down from Antigonish to watch the game, situated up behind Section 18. They've been making quite a bit of noise. Definitely supporting their team here on the road.
At some points there, they've been out cheering the Acadia fans, actually.
Well, yeah, definitely at one point there in the second period when St. FX went on that scoring spree, all you could hear were the crickets and the Axemen fans. Certainly, that'd be good for the Axemen players to see that they got loyal fans coming out to cheer them on.
Looks like we'll get things going here. With Larange and Moxham squaring off. At center ice. Larange puts it back in for Baudouin. Baudouin. Cross pass to Pelly, puts it up for Andrea, and Andrea just dumps it in the zone. Now Fuster tried to pass up there. Moxham tried to sneak in behind, but good play by Petal to prevent him from getting away with it. So he dove there and knocked it back into Acadia's zone. Where Peyton puts it up now as Moxham carries it in over the line. Drop pass for St. Louis. There's a shot right on the rebound. Moxham was trying to get something there. Good shot by St. Louis, though. But St. FX works it back the other way. Here comes Baudouin now. Peyton prevented him from going anywheres. Now Peyton with it. Peyton with a bit of room. Fades a couple checkers there as he throws it in. St. FX. Baudouin, he just fires it up. Walsh turning to fire just in his zone. And Saukin gets her for Acadia. He dumps it out. Now Auger, he fires it up the ice. All the way down there. Icing's waved off. And Sleds picks it up now. Sleds gets it up for Mercer. Here comes Mercer. There's a long shot in. Silver stops that one easily. So it comes around for Hogue. Puts it in behind for Mercer. Axemen trying to take the lead here. Here comes Mercer working out in front. Tried to get out for Klassen. And now Sleds has it. Sleds throws it around and behind. Hogue chasing after it there as he tried a little backhand pass, but that didn't work. And finally, OJ has it for St. FX. He managed to get it out there, and looks like there's going to be a penalty there. As I believe it's Mateer who's hurt.
I believe it was Russell Hogue that thought he was getting away with a little bit of a spear there on Matt Tier. Todd Tomander saw the play.
And just there, one of the Axemen players, I'm not sure which one, fired it back down the puck down the ice.
Head coach Danny Flynn extremely upset as a minor penalty is assessed. I think he was looking for a major spearing call there. Not quite sure if it was a slashing incident. Looked more like a spear because just the way Matt Tier went down. I don't know. It looked like he took one for the team, Daryl.
Well, it's hard to say, but nonetheless, St. FX will head on their 5th power play here. They've already picked up 3 power plays so far in this, 3 power play goals so far in this game. It's certainly a dangerous situation here for Acadia. Tie score here with 13:31 to go in the 3rd period. As Hogue's going to sit down for 2 minutes. Back to the point. Run by Larange. Baudouin throws it in on goal. Saved there by Emenrud. Now the Axemen working around the outside. Larange to Evola. Goes back out for Petal. He skips out over the line. Now Petal trying to work his way back in. Trying to catch him on a line change, actually. That didn't work, though, as it comes around the other side. And here comes Hunter. Pass up for Klassen. Klassen working his way over the line. He just throws it in on goal there. Silver makes that save easily. 1:15 to go here in St. FX's power play. There's Baudouin. Has it for St. FX. Across for Larange. He centers it. Evola now. Good move there as they come around the side of the net. Larange out in front. Emenrud the save. Still down. Emenrud makes a big save there to keep his Axemen in it. Now Payton back the other way. Puts it up for Moxham. Moxham got a 2-on-1. Backhand pass for Payton. Right across for Moxham. Right in front. Oh, what a save by Silvers. He kicked the pad out there.
Tremendous pad save by Sean Silver. As Chris Payton followed up on the play with Moxham, made a pass over to his teammate and just was absolutely denied the right to score the 6th goal of the game.
As they work it along the boards here, Acadia doing a good job killing this power play so far. 25 seconds left to go in Hogue's penalty. Saukin fires it the length of the ice around and behind. Silver leaves it there for Roger. 11:47 to go here in the 3rd period. Heidemann throws it around and behind. Emenrud stops it there as Sleds goes crashing into the boards trying to fight for the puck. It's finally flipped out of play there as it'll be 2 seconds here before Russell Hogue steps back on the ice.
Certainly
good chance there, Daryl, for the Axemen to take the lead.
Absolutely, Daryl. Certainly an uncharacteristic power play by the St. FX Axemen, as there's numerous occasions where the Acadia Axemen appeared to have the upper hand as they were down by 1 player. And an excellent opportunity between Chris Payton and Daryl Moxham. And I don't know how Sean Silver came up with that pad save, but that could end up proving to be a big momentum boost for his team.
Right now, the fans are back in the game as they're cheering hard for their Axemen. So it comes back down into Axemen zone. We got 5-on-5 now. Saukin with it. He just throws it back in. There's a big hit by Mercer. So it comes back out for Stewart. Stewart almost crept in there. But it's covered up by Emenrud.
Acadia has definitely got a spark under their skates, so to speak. They had numerous shorthanded opportunities. And again, while we've been even strength, number of bone-crunching hits, one especially coming from Jeff Mercer, as he put one on Walsh. Sent him to the ice pretty hard. Didn't look like he was getting up fairly quick.
Acadia working out of the zone now is Saucon. That's it up for Hogue, and he dumps it in. Matier has it for St. FX. Trying to get it out on the boards. Saucon managed to keep it in, though. Comes around and behind Klassen with it. Klassen trying to work it out. Feeds it in behind for Mercer. He's being tied up by Auger. As they do a little waltz there. Now Auger kicks it around the net, and Mercer hits him from behind as Hogue touches a penalty here, and Mercer's going to go off.
Very undisciplined penalty there, taken by Jeff Mercer. So he was being tied up by St. FX player Dominic Auger. And Auger managed to get away upon losing his stick. Jeff Mercer checked him from behind. It was a very careless penalty. And his team's going to go down and end up being shorthanded for the 6th time this game.
Well, St. FX, after their first power play of this period, will hope to regain some momentum here and try and capitalize. Fuser, he just drives it in around the boards. So comes in behind, Silver leaves it there for Petal. Petal puts it up for Matier. Matier taking it over the line. He throws it around in behind. Funny bounce off the boards. Emenru was aware of that as he steered it towards Moxham. Axemen can't get it out, though. It's Moxham trying to get along the boards for it, and Paintling gets a chance there as he fires at the length of the ice. At the halfway mark here in the 3rd period. 1:20 left to go in the Axemen power play. Now Larange coming around in front with it, feeds it off and tried to pass it there for Matier, but it was behind him. And now St. FX is going to get a penalty. Matier picks one up there.
I think Matt Tier's heading off for an interference call. So he interfered on Russell Hogue, who's trying to clear the puck from his team's end.
That'll leave us with 4-on-4 for another minute 12. When Mercer will step back on the ice.
And if my math is correct, Daryl, Acadia will go on a 48-second power play.
48 seconds.
Pretty good, eh?
Baudouin with it for St. FX. Puts it up for Massa. Massa. Shot that deflected off Peyton. Just comes back in there. Good hit by Massas. He took his man out along the boards here. Pass up for Hunter. Hunter taking it over the line. He's got O'Leary with him. Hunter tried to pass there, but it's cut off, and St. FX has got a 2-on-1 here. Saucon's trying to race back. Shot by Petal. Good save by Emenrud there. Petal gets it back. He centered it right to O'Leary. As the Axemen work back the other way. Here's Saucon with it. This is up for O'Leary. Long shot in. Silver stops that one. Now Baudouin, pass back the other way. Here's Stock. He shoots it. That's wide of the net. Hogue picks it up on the other side. As Peyton has it now. Puts it across for Fuser. Fuser, pass it for Hogue. That just skipped over his stick, though. Tried to sneak in past Kane. But it comes in behind the net now. St. Louis comes back to the point for Fuser. Here's Hogue with it in for Fuser. The shot, that's deflected. Acadia is on the power play now. As King gets a chance for St. FX, and he fires it the length of the ice. 33 seconds left to go in Acadia's power play. Is Fuser bringing it up. He's being hooked by Evola there. He manages to get it in over the line. In deep. O'Leary tried a centering pass. O'Leary gets it back for Moxham. In behind the net now. Auger gets a hold of it, and he risks it the length of the ice. 10 seconds now before material step back on. 8 minutes to go here in this third period as we get a 5-5 score. Klassen for Acadia. Being checked there by Andrea. As it comes back down the ice. Racing after an Andrea. Trying to get in there, but Peyton gets to it first for the icing call. 7:39 to go here in the third period. 5-5 the score.
I think there was a little bit of miscommunication on that power play, that short power play that is, that Acadia had. Because Acadia had 4 forwards out there. I think Kirk Fury was trying to get out, and as I believe Todd Rao came off the bench. He came out a little too early there as he thought there was only 2 forwards and 2 defensemen. And there was a part of that power play where actually all 4 forwards were in deep around the corners in front of the net. And Fuster was the only one back at the point. But regardless, we're even strength with 7:39 left.
Here's a chance in front. Gallant tried to squeak through with it. But Auger just shoots the length of the ice, and looks like we'll get another icing call here as Sleds touches it. And we do. Face-off will take place again. To the left is Silver. And after those first 2 periods there with all that scoring, it seems to me that one goal might win it now at this defensive style third period.
Absolutely. I think both teams are being very, very cautious in what they do. They don't want to make any sloppy plays or blind passes, possibly send either team in on an odd man rush. Acadia has regained the score, or not the scoring lead, but the shot lead. They're now out shooting St. FX 30-28.
And Acadia won the draw there, back to Peyton, but he lost control of it. It skipped off his stick and over the line, and puck was shot out of play there, so we'll get another face-off outside the blue line.
I think Chris Payton was a little fooled on that draw, as his team hasn't been very successful on the draws thus far this game. So it came back to him and managed to get away from him. I don't know if he was expecting it or not.
May have tried to make the pass there before he had the puck, and I think once he realized he was going to make the pass, the puck was already off his stick. Face off, one back into St. FX's zone. So comes around the other side for Massa. Massa fires it in around the boards. Ammonroot stops it there. So it comes back out of play. Baudouin, he just shoots it back in. And Peyton now for Acadia. Backhand pass up for Gallant. Gallant working his way in. Puts it off for Klassen. Klassen almost lost it there. Sleds recovers for him as he gets it down low for Gallant. Gallant trying to centering pass there for Hogue, but he was being tied up. So puck got caught in his footing. So it comes back out to center ice. Peyton, he just throws it in. But Baudouin has it now for St. FX. Baudouin fishing it off there for Walsh. Walsh runs out of room and just rolls it in behind. And that comes back out in the center zone now as Petal fires it back in. 6:08 left here in the third period. 5-5 the score. There's Moxham taking an O-line for Acadia. It's all by himself though as he circles back. St. Louis, there's his shot. That's over the net. Down behind now, O'Leary circling around with it. As it's in behind the net there, and Auger comes away with it. for the Axemen. He just fires it down the ice. Fuster gets to it first.
Check those 50-50.
And we get the icing call here. 5:38 to go here in the third period. 5-5 the score.
Is an Acadian Lines bus voucher anywhere in Nova Scotia.
Certainly, Daryl, it's crunch time for either team. As you were saying earlier, a goal right now could possibly be the difference in a win or a loss for either team. And I think that's definitely what either team's just really looking forward right now, is just keeping the puck wide, sticking to their plans, not making any sloppy plays, and getting some decent shots on either goaltender. Create some scoring chances in front of their nets.
Audouin, he just backhands it around behind as they battle forward along the boards here. Comes loose, Saucon. He just throws it in. Silver gloves that easily. So face-off will take to the right of him. Certainly, Daryl, if Acadia wants to take shots like that, they may have to create a little more traffic in front of Silver.
Yeah, certainly with the wrist shot all the way back from the point, there isn't much momentum behind the puck as there would be on a slap shot. Try to get some traffic to screen the shot or perhaps deflect it past the opposite goaltender.
Audouin. He just dumps it the length of the ice. Icing waved off. Peyton backhand that pass around and behind for Klassen. Klassen pass up for Hogue. A little too far for him though. Hogue manages to get it now though as Hogue has it in. Hogue, couple moves there. He just throws it in a goal. Silver gloves that down again.
I think if any of the Acadia Axemen have to be pointed out as like a consistent player during this game, it's got to be Russell Hogue. He's been doing an extremely good job forechecking in the opposite team's end. As you saw him there, dips and doing and taking that nice little snapshot of his, although Sean Silver came up with the easy glove save. That's what you expect from a player like Russell Hogue. Create some opportunities, gets lots of shots on net. Plus he's a pretty good feisty player.
Playing along the sideboards there, down in the corner. Zarao battles for it. Tomaner decides to stop that though and for another face-off. So he comes over and has a few words with the players.
Packed house here at Acadia Arena, really trying to get her behind their players now. As well as the St. FX fans. Traveled all the way down from Antigonish to support their team. Although I think they're being out-cheered right now.
Andrea with it for St. FX, trying to work his way around Fuser. Fuser won't allow that though. So comes in behind the net. Swept around the other side. Mateer, shot. That skipped wide. Emerud didn't really see that one. Now Nimigon battling with it. As the Axemen just get it out of the zone. O'Leary's chasing down after it. He decides to circle back though as the Acadia Axemen make a change. Oje, pass up the middle there. Tried to get it up for Nimigon, but Sleds has it now for Acadia. Now Sim. He just throws it in. Oje up for Walsh. Walsh taking it over the line. He's bumped there, but Fury was the one who fell. Now Fury has it for Acadia. Up for Klassen. Pass up the middle for Sim. That's knocked back into Acadia's zone. Klassen. Pass up for Hogue. Hogue dumps it in deep. Sim chasing after it. Now the Axemen working back the other way, and Massa tried to sneak in behind there, but he was offside. And it hit Stock's skate there as we get an offside call here with 3:20 to go in the third period. 5-5 the score here. St. FX trying to clinch the series. Acadia trying to send it to a game 3 down in Antigonish on Sunday. Saucon for Acadia. Cross for Peyton, he gives it back to him. Saucon, pass up the middle for Rao. He chips it into the zone. Rao tried to get it at the side of the net there. Now it comes out the other side. St. FX just gets it out of the zone. Shot back in. Baudouin with it now. He just gets it out of the zone, up for Saucon. Saucon pass across for Moxham. Moxham skating wide, stops. Puts it in behind for St. Louis. Centering pass. O'Leary, another chance there as Moxham is at the side of that. He has it now. Evola, he just flicks it out. And now Peyton just kind of flicked it out there, but Andrea throws it around in behind. Now Saucon backhanded that one, and that sailed up into the crowd. 2:18 left here in the third period.
Certainly a couple key opportunities there for Daryl Moxham and his teammates as they were cycling down low.